To everyone in the Philippines, good evening. And to those in North America, good morning. The De La Salle 1971 NCAA champion team is delighted to have you join us in celebrating our 50th anniversary. Yes, it actually happened on this day, October 21st in 1971. And now, please join me in having Mike Bilbao, our team captain, deliver the welcome message.
Hello. Before, let us all remember we are the Holy Presence of God, the
Holy Spirit. Amen.
Holy Spirit. Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst women, and blessed is the fruit of thy Jesus.
Holy Mary.
Saint John Baptist de La Salle,
Pray for us.
leave Jesus in our hearts.
Forever.
In the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. Thank you. Oh, hello. Hello, fellow Lasalites, fellow students, fellow athletes, friends, etc., etc. Welcome to the golden anniversary of the 1971 De La Salle College NCAA basketball champion team. Celebration today, the 21st of October, 2021. Thank you, Master Alan de Guzman, for organizing this and giving us a chance to share nostalgic moments of glory 50 years ago. Without much ado, here is Master Alan de Guzman. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Thank you so much for those welcome remarks. And now we're going to have Willie share some prayers for our deceased members. Willie?
Let's say a small prayer for them. We could just say earlier. You know, let's say this meeting, I'd like to pray for our coach, Tito Iduque, our athletic Emil Jose was a big fan of ours, was always in our games and the parties. Then we had the first one to leave us was Liming Be. No, Julie Lim was the first one. Then Doy Escobar. Then Fritz Sola, Pitloy Mirasol,
Indo.
Dindo, Liming Beng. Oh yeah, Jim.
Yeah.
Jim Brown. If we go Jim Brown, let's go for Philip Tan also.
Yes.
Right?
Ray
Ding
Bautista.
Ding Devilla, 69 team, right? Ding Devilla, that's right. So eternal rest grant to all of them, O Lord, and let the light shine. May their souls,
Amen.
may their souls may the souls rest in peace. Amen. Okay, that's it for me.
Thank you.
Go ahead,
Thank you.
Alan, do your thing.
Thank you. Thank you, Willie. Thank you. Next to share is his son, Ding Dong Eduque. Ding Dong.
Well, thank you guys for including me in this reunion. And thank you for remembering my dad and Kaloy, my brother-in-law's father-in-law. Eduque. What I remember most, well, I was only 12 years old in 1971. Okay, I was still in grade school when you won the championship. And I have very vague memories of the team. But I do remember, however, that I was always the buntut of my dad. Whenever, sometimes I'd attend, he would take me along to your practices and then and to the games most especially. And when there were no more tickets available, he would make me puslit. And when there were no more seats available, sometimes he would even make me sit in the bench with you guys. So sometimes I was also your unofficial water boy. But what I can remember most vividly is something that I think my dad started which became a tradition for quite a while, it was that win or lose after the games, there would always be a dinner party after. Am I correct?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Correct.
Each night, it would be hosted by maybe one or two team members. Like I remember a dinner being hosted by Alex. I remember my dad hosting some of those parties in our house in Mandaluyong, in Kawilihan, the Vargas compound. And there's my sister Mayan, if you remember. Mayan was number three, of which I'm number five of the children of Tito Eduque. And then I also remember that when you were quartered in Araneta, this one I will not forget because I kind of regretted this, no? Because even while you were being quartered, my dad would quarter himself together with you guys in Araneta.
Right.
But he also quartered me with him
Well,
in Araneta.
oh,
In one of those evenings, I think I got Chito Bautista into trouble
oh,
because I did not know that my dad was using me as his eyes, ears, and nose. Because someone like Chito Bautista made who sleep outside. He instead of being quartered, I think they went out drinking.
No, no. There's a. I know the story. I'll tell you later.
Okay, well, there you go. There you go. Well, anyway, so that one I remember because kawawa naman si Chito because of me. Because I think my dad got mad at him. So I remember also going out with some of you guys, like I mentioned earlier to Joey Franco, that I think the team went on a trip to Tagaytay to my lolo's villa called Villa Adelaida then.
Yeah.
And I don't know how I landed in Joey's car, but nandun ako sa likod habang nasa harap naman nagda-drive si Joey at katabi niya si ayun na.
Implemented to.
Nagalit na nga kanina nung minention mo eh.
Well, those I was just a 12-year-old boy. Yeah, and I remember meeting some of you. If we're remembering also past members of the basketball team, I also remember Vincent Misa, who played
yes.
under my dad also for I think I don't know what batch he was. Jojo, what batch was Vincent?
He's a high school batch 63, but he entered the seminary for 2 years. That's why he was delayed.
So anyway, yeah, and then I remember in one of the parties at home that my dad hosted, some of you guys after the game, after eating, got sleepy, and some people like I remember Dennis Gonzalez.
Yep.
I remember Dennis. He just went to my bedroom and slept in my room while the party was going on.
Maybe you're mistaken. Maybe that was Dennis Mendoza.
No, it was you. It was you. I remember.
Ding dong, he wasn't
I-
sleepy, he
I-
was stoned.
Well, that I don't know. That
In
I
Coach
don't know.
Eduque's house, I wouldn't dare.
So,
Dennis, be witness pa rin.
well, anyway, those are my memories of my dad tagging me along. That was my life as far as the Salle basketball team was concerned. I have very fond memories, and I'm very proud that 10 years after you won the championship, I now wear the shirt of the year was supposed to graduate in LaSalle. 81, 10 years after. So I wear also this white hat, in honor of my dad. So thank you again for remembering Mayan and my dad and Kaloy's father-in-law and including him in this reunion. And please continue to pray for him. And by the way, I speaking of my dad, one of his arch rivals was this coach of Ateneo, and his name is Baby Dalupan. And like I posted in the Viber group earlier today, it's what a coincidence that October 21 is the day posted on Facebook honoring Tito Baby Dalupan on his book launching. There was a book launching of biography, which was launched in October uh,
21.
21, 5 years ago. And I said that in the book of the Eduques, there will always be a special chapter entitled The Lupan, Animo Tito Baby. So there you go. That's my contribution. Lastly, I have a surprise for you. Okay. I asked, I became a compare to this particular fellow whom I asked and practically coerced to greet you via a video message. So, Albert, take it away.
Roll. Ate ko.
Ate ko.
Uy.
Oh my God!
Green ka.
That's crazy. Oh my God!
Hello, good evening. Ako nga pala si atoy ko. Siguro naman natatandaan pa ninyo ako. Kasi isa ko nagpahirap sa inyo nung araw eh. Hindi. Kidding aside, gusto ko kayong batiin lahat ng miyembro ng 1971 champion team. Ano ba tawag doon? Happy 50th championship anniversary sa inyong lahat. Siguro nagtataka kayo bakit ako bumabati sa inyo. Tinalo naman ninyo ako. Anyway, siyempre sports lang yan. Actually, dapat kasama ako sa champion team siguro at that time kasi muntik na ako maging Tagalasal eh. Kaya lang hindi natuloy. Pero it's not about me. Anyway, si Ding Dong kasi tumawag sa akin kung pwede raw ay bumati sa inyong lahat. Kaya ito, nasa harap ninyo. Pero hindi man ako naglaro ng Lasal pero napangasawa ko Tagalasal. Kasi siya yung unang-unang first binibining Lasal. Kaya may konting may konting istorya. Anyway, congratulations again. Siyempre, ang hindi ko makakalimutan, hindi ko mababanggit lahat ang mga natatandaan ko. Ang unang-una, siyempre si Julie Lim, ang nasirang Julie Lim. Kasi siya talaga, nang muntik na akong mapunta sa Lasal, siya ang nagdala sa akin sa Lasal. Siyang kumausap sa akin kung pwede lumipat ako sa Lasal. Kasi at that time, I was studying in Mapua. And of course, si Lim Embeng. Kasi nakalaban ko siya sa Pyongyang, sa Chinese NC. Talagang magaling naman yun. Kaya lang, nakakalungkot lang pareho na nilang hindi inabot itong 50th anniversary. Siyempre, ang pangatlo, si Mike Bilbao. Anak ko, yun ang pinaka na-intimidate ako pag kaharap ko na si Mike Bilbao pag siyang dumidepensa. Kasi mga 100 times yata niya ako inagawan eh. Tapos makikita mo, lumilay up na lang siya. Siyempre, shout out din kina Waki, kina Thomas, kina Maliksi, kina Escobar. Sino pa ba? Sorry, hindi ko kayo mabanggit lahat. Hindi ko na matandaan eh. 50th na eh. Anyway, once again, gusto ko kayong batiin ng happy 50th championship anniversary. Wow. Congrats. Thank you.
Great honor and pride that I'm delighted to call out in alphabetical order the present members of the 1971 De La Salle NCAA champion team. As I call your name, can you please raise your hand? Let's start with Mike Bilbao, our team captain. Mike. Mike. Thank you, Mike. Thank you. yours truly,
Raise
Alan
your hand.
Guzman. Uh, Sonny Dison, who supposedly was to be on this call. I don't know where he is. Joey Franco. Joey.
Hey, Joey.
Uh, Dennis Gonzalez.
Here. Hey, Dan. Hi, everybody.
Freddy Herrera.
Hi, everybody. Nice to see you all.
Pancho Legarda.
Hi. Hi, hi.
Alex Maliksi, our team captain. And then we have on deck Jojo Amisa.
Hi guys, thanks for including me.
And last but Rojas. Willie?
Yeah,
Where's
pa.
Willie? Okay. At this point, I'd like to
Not listening.
recognize our team managers. Chito Bautista.
Hey!
Hey, brother. Chaito, Chaito.
Hello.
Chuck Benaventura.
Kapoy.
There's Chuck.
Yep.
Right there. The legendary Joe Wong.
Yeah.
Hey!
Joe,
Hey.
thank you for joining at 5 o'clock in the morning, Joe. And Lito Tanwatko was supposed to be here, and he acknowledged what I sent him, but I don't know where he is. I also would like to take this opportunity to welcome our colleagues from De La Sallian. We have Manny Erboza, Manny, and Nelson Cruz.
Hi.
Nelson. There were other members of the La Sallian who were supposed to be here, like Tony Castro, Dante, and I think we extended an invitation to Bambi, but he can't make it, unfortunately. So at this point, I would like to request each of you to introduce yourself. Let's start with Mike. Mike, I provided a kind of format yesterday, so please
Yes.
go ahead, Mike.
Okay, my name is Jose Miguel Bilbao. They call me Mike.
Baby.
My wife, who's been living for 8 years now,
Wow.
is Techi. And hi, Ding. Hello. And then we have a good son by the name of Fabrizio in Chicago, and with his wife, Anna, and lovely daughter, Mr. Aralio. And then Sophia. That's it. That's all about me, and I'm enjoying this, and it's nice to know that we're still alive after 50 years, but we're not getting any younger. So, more power to you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's great. Of course, everyone here knows your accomplishments. At this point, considering how well known you are there. But thank you so
Thank
much,
you,
Mike.
Alan.
I think next on deck is I was guard forward for the team. I was number 16. After basketball and graduation, I worked briefly in Manila, starting with Bancom Development Corporation. And then I got married with my wife for 45 years now. It's Terry Samala de Guzman from St. Teresa's. We immigrated to the U.S. in 1979. I established a career at JP Morgan in New York and retiring after 30 years. And then we moved to Charlottesville, Virginia in 2013, where I had a second career at the University of Virginia. I retired in 2018 and now reside in Charlottesville, Virginia, and hope to spend more winters in the Philippines. Through the years, I got into running after basketball, and I had the opportunity to do the New York Test with a daughter, Alexandra, who's now 36, and our son, Philip, who's now 33. Recently, I became a lolo we now have a granddaughter, 7 months old, Kenzie.
Baby.
In retirement, Terry and I and our kids got involved in some philanthropic work through our family foundation called UNLAD. And we've been providing assistance to underserved youth in the Philippines and in the US to allow them to have access to educational opportunities. Thank you. Next on deck will be Joey.
Okay. Joey Franco. I moved to the US in 1984. Right now, I lived in Reston, Virginia for 30 years. And then after retiring 3 years ago, I moved to Gainesville, which is roughly about 25 miles from Washington, D.C. I'm married to Stella Gomez. We will be married 48 years come January.
Wow.
I have
Golden anniversary, 2 years.
Yeah. Hopefully, aabot. I have 4 kids, 3 boys, 1 girl, and 2 granddaughters. And number 13, I played forward, guard sometimes. Oh, you watch out for in about 4 years, I have a granddaughter that might, I hopefully, be in the US soccer.
Wow.
Nice.
Right.
Nice. Guys.
Kasi ang problema, the problem when we were there is Filipinos love basketball, even my kids, but I always knew we would never grow to be, 6'6", 7 foot. So I steered my boys towards football. Here, soccer ang tawag nila dito. So I steered them towards that because I know they would have better chances, size-wise. And I hope the Philippines moves to that direction. Kalimutan na yung basketball, pare. Hindi tayo
Para golf na tinuro mo para nag-champion.
Yan. That's another thing. Golf. That's what I do now. I play golf 3 times a week. Hopefully.
Wow. Kaya pa.
Actually,
Galing, ha?
I still play to between 7 and 8. Depende sa what depends on what tee I play from.
Single handicapper, ha?
Oh,
If I move to the old man's tee, I might be a 4 or a 5, but hindi na. My drives are now 200. At pag umaabot ako ng 210, masaya na ako. My house is about, if I hit a 5-iron, I am on the first tee. From my driveway, I hit a 5-iron, I'm on the first tee. So, kamusta? That's it,
Great.
guys.
Okay. Thank you, Joey. We now have Dennis Gonzalez. Dennis.
Hi, everybody. Actually, I'm just following Alan's format. So, for those who might not know me, I'm Dennis Gonzalez. For the first 3 years of my stint with the Green Archers, I wore jersey number 15. I switched to the traditional number 4 on my final year, of course. I used to play center as backup to Doy Escobar on my first 3 years. But I also played power forward when Coach Eduque fielded in Doy and me together when we needed more ceiling in the paint. I still stay in BF Homes. Actually, it's now called Barangay BF Homes. This is where we had, I'm sure most of you or all of you were there when we had the dinner there. Although in a different house now with my wife, Chiki, of 38 years. We have 4 children, just like Joey, 3 boys and 1 girl. And from these 4 children, I now have 7 adorable, stress-relieving grandchildren. I continue to work for a German-owned company, but this time, because I'm already 67, so as a consultant. And I've been with this company for 33 years now. Now, yes, I have a lot of memories about our team to share, but, the one really etched in my memory, and this was during the time that our team was quartered at the Araneta Coliseum guest house, the guest rooms. After we won the first round, we started to get quartered already. And then each morning, we do our morning workouts, mostly jogging around the big dome 5 times, or maybe a little scrimmage also on the wooden court inside. And then after, we have breakfast all together. Now, but what I remember distinctly is after breakfast, showers, and then here's Limembeng dressing up and going to classes. Well, he was a freshman that time, so his classes were early in the morning, 8, 9 o'clock. So he had to leave at 7. But then the rest of the team, going back to bed, lingering. I almost felt guilty because the star of the team was going to classes and we were all staying in bed. But anyway, I remember that distinctly. So that's it. That's what I can share today.
Thank you, Dennis. Next is Freddy Herrera. Freddy.
Good evening. Hi, everybody. I'm Freddy Herrera, one of the 2 freshmen who joined the team at that time, the other one being Sonny Dixon. I carried the number 9, and I played power forward. I'm in Manila. I've lived here for the past couple of years. I was married until my wife passed away last March of 2020. And I was blessed with 2 daughters who have given me 2 lovely grandchildren. So I keep myself busy by being a daycare center for my kids who are working from home, and they're dumped their children with me. So I get a chance to do my apostolic work every Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. It's different learning to live alone, but it's getting used to, and we'll see how it is. 71 was very, very memorable. One of the accomplishments that I was very happy to be part of, that was etched in my memory. Aside from the championship, the other memorable experience was sharing a room in Araneta with Dennis and Alan. Stories of which will be withheld because the wives are apparently in attendance. There are a lot of stories which I have sworn to take to my deathbed. So, Dennis, remember, you owe me, buddy. So, kidding aside, it's a pleasure getting. Thank you, Alan, for putting this together. It's a pleasure, real pleasure, to be part of this great team and great group of guys. I'm so happy to see you all. Joey, Mike, I haven't seen in years. And you guys, all of you. Alex, I get to see at the games. Willie, Dennis, we bumped into each other once, and we were supposed to see each other during Beng's wake. But because of the traffic, we missed each other. But other than that, I'd like to... Pancho, of course, I've seen. And remember, we bumped into each other at Makati Med, right?
Yeah.
That was a few months after Beth and then Rio. Yeah, so nice to see you all. God bless you all. Stay healthy, and I hope to have to attend and join you for our 60th reunion, if that's not too ambitious. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Freddy. We're all looking forward for the 60th, but before that, the 55th, if it happens. But next will be Pancho Legarda.
Hi.
Pancho.
Come on, Panchito.
Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm Pancho Legarda. I played guard, and I wore jersey number 8. I was in sophomore when second year in the team. Yeah, I was sophomore when we won the championship. And then Beth passed away and was married for 41 years. And we have 2 children, and I have 1 apo. Both my kids are married. I have 1 apo. I'm retired now, based in Manila, and doing apostolic work, Ani Freddy. So it's good to see everyone. I'm so happy, and I'm very proud of the 71 champion team. Good to see you guys. Good to see you.
Thank you, Pancho.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pancho. Next is our co-captain, Alex Maliksi. Alex.
Yeah, hi. I'm Alex Maliksi. I carried jersey number 11, and I played forward. I'm married to Shelly Martinez. She's actually related to Tito Duque. Also a Martinez, the mom's Martinez. And my wife's very close to Ding Dong. No? They're in communication on a regular basis. So that's... and I have 5 kids, 3 boys and 2 girls. Like RV, so who's the eldest, is in San Jose, working for Fitness 19. Carlo, also in San Jose, California, working for applied materials. And my third son, Aldo, is with me. We have a business, a small business, ANS ice plant. We produce purified tube ice and also purified water. So, and Aldo was also a member of the first junior champion team of Sobel. So it's achievement for him. I was also a member of the first bed junior champion team. Daughters, Ariely is she's working for Shopee, and my youngest daughter, Carmel, she's still studying, still with De La Salle business, taking up business marketing. I guess that's it. It's really, I'm very happy that all the years that I did for La Salle, I really enjoyed and every minute of it. Thank you guys for making my stay in La Salle very memorable. Thank you.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Alex. We're also delighted to have our next two players. Jojo Misa is on next on deck.
Thank you, Allen. Allen, naalala mo tayo yung board mate tayo sa Archer's Nook, di ba?
Oh.
Sipag natin mag-practice, pero tayo hindi naglalaro. Anyway, actually, thank you for including me. I wasn't really a part of the 71 champion team. I was there before that. I remember very well, my last game with the team was when we played yung dream game at Ateneo La Salle, and then played his first game with us. And definitely, we beat Ateneo. And at that point, I was really in a quandary whether to continue with the team or to join the intramurals, because the intramurals was really fun also in La Salle. Anyway, I saw that since Lim and Peng is there already, so I'm not needed anymore in the team. I decided to join the intramurals and to first be the coach, and then I got myself to play, so I won't be bench. No, but I celebrate with you guys for winning the championship, and I also celebrate because that time when I joined the intramurals engineering team, si Manny, I guess, will attest to this. Kami yung engineering sophomore at that time, and we won the championship. We won the championship at the same time. Sila to Escobar yata ang tinalo namin sa championship. Terminal sila eh.
Superstar namin si Jojo superstar.
Thank you, Manny. Anyway, okay, as for myself, I remember correctly, I wore the jersey number 18, and I was actually the sub ni Dinto Guevara. 7 kids, 3 are married, and we already have 11 children. And 2 are getting married in this coming January. I mean, it was been delayed because of the pandemic. So I'm barely getting started with 11 children.
And your wife still loves you, Jojo? Your wife still loves you.
Well, sabi nila, martir daw yung asawa ko, kaya kami nagtatagal. And I don't blame them. Guilty.
Wait,
but yeah, huh? Yes, Joey.
Before I forget, baka hindi ko na malala mamaya. Alam mo naman, malapit ng Alzheimer's eh. Kailangan ba ng bola para makatulog ka? Tulog ka. Remember, yun ang problema mo noon. Without a basketball, hindi ka makatulog.
Hindi na, Joey. Nakita ko na yung solusyon.
Alam mo yun, hindi ba?
Ang solusyon ko na ito, I found out.
For those that didn't know, si Jojo noon takot na mabangungot siya kung walang bola hinahawakan pag matulog siya.
Really great. I was glad, Alan really included me because I wasn't really part of the team. But I mean, well, you guys, we were working out 3 times a week. At the time, we went to Bacolod. We had that. We spent time together.
Thank you, Jojo. Thank you. Next is Willie Rojas. Willie.
Thanks, Alan. Just like but if it wasn't for Danny Rarallo, we would have been back-to-back champions, in 1970. This guy, Danny Rarallo, gets sick during the championship against Japan. Look what happens. You could have been a back-to-back champion at that time. So, Danny, I don't know why I'm still talking to you.
Thank you, Willie.
Anyway. I don't know if you guys remember we were quartered in Green Hills. And we had a good. I think we were. The way I looked at from the bench, we were Side. Oh, and di ba lahat tayo nun, we did a 1 week road run or something. And this guy, our muscle man, Dan. Anyway. Big part of the team, 70. You guys, we were watching. Jojo and I were watching that team. Anyway, that's how life is. Memories of the team.
You're part of us.
I was in fourth year. Oh, thank you. Being part of the La Salle senior team, it all happened. I was fourth year high school. After the season, Brother Sam, I don't know if you remember him, Brother Sam Boyser, walks up to me and says, Willie, I just talked to Brother Joaquin. He wants you to see you in Taft Avenue tonight. Bring your uniform. Sabi ko, okay, di ba? Fourth year high school ka. So I went to join the practice. Coach Iduque looked at me and says, how tall are you? I says, 5'11 and a half. Then I says, okay, he makes me play. When I get back to school, siguro magaling ako. Pinalaro na ako. Anyway, that weekend, the team was going to Bacolod. And since I was still in high school, I couldn't leave till the weekend. My plane ride was with Waki Trillo. So we flew in together to Bacolod. Place we stayed in a hospital. Joey, I think that was your hospital. Yeah. Remember, with Waki, Miguel, you.
Right.
So my experience, but this is unforgettable experience. The first time I played with the team, an actual game. So Coach Duque says, really change Alex. So I go to the table and says, Alex, paltang kita. You know what he says? Bakit? So ko, Alex, tanong mo kaya, Coach, ba't kita papaltan? Klado to, Alex Maliksin to, ayaw magpapalit. Diba? Like, kaangat, diba, don't complain to me, complain to the coach. Anyway. Experience. Anyway, so like Jojo, we should have been part of it, but we couldn't be part of it because of certain reasons. I don't know. Anyway, so I have to talk about myself. I wore number 10, the uniform number 10, which Sonny Dison eventually wore after.
That's right.
I didn't get to play much. But teka lang, when things I couldn't forget is we won against Letran in the second round, right?
Yes.
At least I was able to shoot the ball. You make a shot. That was happy. That made me happy already. So number 10, what else did I do? Sit on the bench. I tried to coach from the other side of the bench, but
But you sit good.
You look good. You look good in that bench, really. You look good in that bench.
Remember the La Salle coach of the other side of, ako yung coach on the other side of the bench. Siguro kaya ako nawala sa team. Ginakaribal ko siguro si Coach Duque. So anyway, at least naka-runner up. Danny, naka-runner up. Hindi lang talagang champion. Anyway, so going to, so that was my number. I got to play center. Why? Because I didn't know how to dribble the ball. I didn't know how to much stuff. So the guy who didn't do much was a center. So what position did you play? Center. Yun lang alam ko. Practice was really hard for me. On the right side, you dribble and make a left with your right hand. On the left side, you dribble with your left and you try to make a layup with your left. That's how it goes. And there were days we couldn't move on to the next set if you couldn't shoot with your left. And I couldn't even dribble with my left. What more shoot, So when Joe Wong, sometimes Coach Duque would let us go and make Joe Wong, Joe, ikaw ang bahala. So at least si Joe, even if I shot it with my foot, he wouldn't care, So we'd move around. So okay lang kami kay Joe. So after that, getting married, I married the co-ed. Her name was Judith Chanco. We've been married for 46 years, 4 kids, all went to La Salle. I have one living in the States. He lives in Maine. He's a physician. So I have grandkids in the States. I have 2 boys here, 2 grandsons here. two granddaughters and two grandsons in the States.
Kailan magbubukas
Work?
ng Eden Valley?
Siguro sa isang taon na, pare. Next year, daming gagawin. Di ba?
Oo nga.
Tapos trabaho. Ewan ko. Yung lolo ko siguro, kasama na ako sa... Alan, yung foundation mo, sali mo ko, ha? So swerte, you know, I just worked for the family. That was the easiest thing to do, you know. So I thank my grandfather for working so hard and leaving me something to do. Dennis, kamusta na?
Thank you.
It's a long time no see. Dennis,
Let's go back to Sunny Dizon. Sunny?
Oh, all right. Well, wala na si Sultana. Hey, anyway, so, well, Edward Dizon here, better known as Sunny. I wore number 10 and occupied center bench during that year. I didn't mind so much. I got my chance 3 years later, and I switched to number 5 to emulate Doy Escobar's number. Anyway, I left for the States right after I currently live in Gilbert, Arizona, a suburb of Phoenix, married to the former Josefina Rotor, also known as Jojo. We have 2 sons. Christopher, 40 years old, and has a son named Jordan, and my younger son, William, 38, University of Chicago. But I'm going to be a green archer forever. Anyway, so many memories. Most was being woken up by Julie Mim's loud music when he brought
Revolution, ball of confusion.
And then Jim Brown thought that the wording was revolution. I really enjoyed being quarter. I was a rookie then, being in the presence of guys who would eventually be the NCAA champions that year. In the midst of big, strong men. I remember too the goosebumps I had singing the alma mater after that championship game. Best of all, those experiences were repeated 3 years later when in '74.
Thank you, Sunny. Very much appreciate it. I'd like to take this opportunity. I see that there's 2 co-players here on the screen. We have Danny Radio. I don't know, Danny is not showing there now. However, we have Virgil here as well. Virgil, would like to say a few words?
It's good to see you guys, especially not anymore Sunny, because I see Sunny and Freddie practically every quarter in our reunion of Batch 71, especially Mike. Mike, kamusta? During that time, he came in the same year. Ako, Sunny, and Freddie. I tried out. It was only the following year that I got into it. But then we produced the farm team then. It was when most of you guys graduated. I'd like to thank also Joey, who I used to ride home almost every after practice. So Joey, it's great seeing you guys, and of course, Chito, Bautista, Jojo. I see the golf course. So, ano na ba handicap mo?
Break 100 pa rin.
Sa inuman. And of course, Willie, I see during the games. Anyway, it's great to see you guys, and God bless you all.
Thank you, Virgil. Introduce our team managers and have them say a few words and introduce themselves. Chito, can we start with you?
Hi, I'm Chito Bautista. I was the team manager. You know how team managers are. Well, tiga sundo, tiga referee, tiga ayos ng party. Tiga away. Puro tigas. Anyway, the night before the championship, maybe my story will be around Tito Eduque, our coach, our beloved. Sabi niya, Chito, I tell you, you know how many people are gonna be happy if we win tomorrow? How many people? Nandiyan sila Danny Wang. Chito, sinasabi ko sa'yo, I tell you. Tapos, natawa. So, let me recall what happened. Sabi niya, it's a lot of hard work. So, what happened to us was, after losing, in Green Hills. We were quarter losing because nagkasakit nga si Danny Raralio. Honest talaga si Tito Idoque. Sabi sa akin, tinanong ko sa kanya nung championship, nagkasakit kasi Danny. Ano tayo, lamang ba tayo, Tito? Hindi, lamang sila. Sabi niya sa akin, honest talaga siya. Sa akin. Honest talaga siya. Lamang sila nung, alam mo sila, Reguliano, Pineda, yun yata mga kalaban natin at that time.
Yeah.
So, hindi bali, magre-rebuild tayo. Sabi niya sa akin. So, story, we got players like Igidia, Galvez, Lim Embeng, di ba? Nasa atin pa si Bert Tomas. So, we went around. I think we went around to several cities para ma-season yung mga player natin. So, kasama-sama. Si Buaki, brilliant. Captain Ball next. Coach kagad. Coach namin. Coach kagad si Buaki. Coach trainer, di ba Mike? Coach trainer si Buaki. Ano kagad? Na-promote. So, my brother, si Ray, got 2 players from the States. Si Mitch at saka si Larry. We joined the TWA team, di ba?
Yes, TWA.
Yan, natatandaan niyo ba yun? Ha?
Yes, yes.
The TWA team.
Yeah.
So, hasa na tayo. Kalaro natin sila Howard. yung mga kinasa talaga tayo ni Tito.
Sinahod ni Ray si Coward.
Oo, sinahod. Basta, yun ang mga, tapos, ano mo siya, I don't know why people call him, alam mo, coach natin nun, several coach, Narciso Bernardo at saka si Reynoso.
Right.
Diba?
Big Boy Reynoso.
Tayo mag-coach, lalo na si Doy, tinuturuan ng pumosisyon, di ba? Pumosisyon sa ilalim, tsaka bumili si Doy. So, I don't know, Ding Dong, why they call him Jing.
Yeah, I remember. He called almost everybody Jing.
Everybody, Jing ang tawagan nila. Alam naman sa Lasal, marami. Jing, diba? Jake. Sa mga tisoy, Jake. Pero sila Jing. Tawagan ng mga player nila, Jing. Ang dami naman Jing dito. Tapos pag dumating si Baby Dalupan, tigil ang practice, kwentuhan sila 1 hour. Magkabarkada talaga 1 hour before.
They grew up together.
Okay. So finally, before the NCAA, yung 3 sa atin umalis, si Igia, si Galvez, at saka si Bert Tomas, joined the first PBA team.
Yeah.
Tama ba? Tapos, na-form na yung team natin. Siyempre, na-form na yung captain at co-captain, Mike Bilbao. Okay. Tapos si Alex, ang co-captain. Believe ako sa team natin. Ang daming homegrown, ng Tigalasal, wala na yata ngayon ganyan. Tapos ang daming engineer, mauutak lang sila doon. Si Sunny, di ba? Si Mr. Gonzales, lahat yan mga engineers. So they're really students and they, parang competent people in the basketball. Hindi pareho ngayon. Iba na. Kami manager, tiga sundo, So, after the first round, sabi ni Tito, quarter tayo, Chito. Saan? Sa Araneta ba? Sabi ko, ganda nito, Araneta. Mga Miss Universe, di ba? Mga kwarto. Kasali ka, sabi ka. Curfew ka rin.
Lalaki ng mga kwarto.
Sabi, pwede ba ako ma-exempt? Sabi ko, no, sabi niya. So, hindi na istorya ni Ding Dong kanina. So, nagpa-practicing kami, tumatakbo-takbo kami sa taas, tapos sa labas ng Araneta. One morning, hindi ako magising ni Ding Dong. Chito, wake up. My dad is going to suspend you because you're not attending practice at 6 o'clock in the morning. Sabi ko, yun. I was, no. Tapos, hindi ako nakabangon. So, suspended ako. Manager, suspended. Nangyayari pa yung batch. Sabi ko, grabe mag-discipline si Tito ng player. Pati manager quarters, curfew. Hindi ako makalabas. So, okay, disiplinado niya ako. So, after a while, the next 2 days, kinausap niya ako. Sabi, Tito, what happened to you the other day? Sabi ko, I was feeling bad. I was feeling sick. Sabi niya, sabi niya, okay, you can join. I believe you. Tapos, ang daming experiences kay Tito. Tapos si Lim Embeng, sinusundo-sundo namin yan. Yung high school pa siya, di ba? Tapos naglalaro yun sa China Bank. Tatambakan tayo. Kagawa si Beng ng 45. Tapos after the game, lalapit sa amin nila Joong. Chito, sorry sorry. Pinalo ko kayo. Tapos, I got close with Julie Lim. Julie Lim, di ba dati hindi siya masyado marunong mag-shoot? So after practice, ako ang tiga. Alam mo, tiga ko ng mga silya. Yung 5 silya, mag-stay kami mga 2 hours after practice, gabing-gabi na, nilalamok na ako. Ako nagpapasa kay Julie din ng bola. Pero, kaya gumaling si Julie sa di ba? Sa shooting.
Shot.
So, grabe. Talagang...
Labang 3 points.
Tapos,
si Julie sa 3 points na tumitira.
Yeah.
Salamat.
Thank you, Chito. So, before we proceed with Chuck, you're there, right? Let's give Danny the opportunity. One of the co-players as well, who's on the call. Danny would like to say a few words.
Yeah, sure. First of all, I'd like to congratulate you guys. Thanks for having me. Congratulations to the 1971 championship team. I'm very proud of you. Kasi runner-up, when I was playing, and unfortunately I got sick during that game. Saturday game, highest pointer ako nun I think I scored 16 points in the first half, and I really was feeling hot, but unfortunately sa second half when Tito called me, I was shivering and I started getting sick. I don't know what, but previous to that, kasi we were jogging the day before. I think we were jogging in around Green Hills, and it was drizzling.
Yes.
So siguro nagkasakit na ako nun after that, and when Tito called me, Tito Eduque, our gentleman coach, when he called me for the second half, Danny, and then he came to see me and I said, Tito, hindi ako pwede. I'm shivering. I don't know. I got sick. You know what? It's the first time that I heard Tito Eduque nagmura. You can't play? Sabi ko, Tito, mahirap nangihina ako. So that was it, Unfortunately, then the second game, the Sunday, I was already in Green Hills. I think, I joined you guys, pero may sakit ako noon, So I couldn't play. Natalo tayo, but bittersweet, runner-up. But fortunately, after that, we recruited Lim and Beng. I was with Julie Lim and Joe Wong. Yeah, the three of us, we went to see Lim and Beng after the season, and because I think Julie Lim wanted to recruit Lim and Beng, and fortunately, he decided to join the team. Bait ni Lim and Beng was a very humble person, but very good. It's too bad he passed away ahead of us. But I have many experiences to remember sa basketball team natin. Unfortunately, lahat ng mga kasama ko medyo they passed away na. Si Doy Escobar, Julie Lim, Dindo Guevara, Pitloy Mirasol, Fritz Sola. Those are the guys that I played with. And also Jojo, I played with Vince Misa too. Just say if you can extend my regards to him. Experiences in the team, in mga trips natin sa Bacolod, La Union with Inwakis. I don't know if you remember. Yeah, sa Bawang, I think Waki had Bali High ba yun? Yung nila, resort nice who went boating. Tapos tumaon barko was teaching swimming. He was teaching swimming sa mga kids, I think. And,
Danny, please qualify. Is he from Ateneo?
I have to tell you about June Flores, okay? June Flores was really very close to, he was devoted to Tito. He was a manager.
That's true.
The other taong bakal besides Danny Rayo was Sunny Noble.
Sunny Noble, that's right.
That was a really good team that should have won but did not win. Kasama pa yung mga Sinadini, Manotok, and all those guys.
Oh yeah, that was
He lost to Mapua in the championship.
That's right. That's right.
But about June Flores, I have to tell you, kasi dito yun around me, so we meet several times before, years ago. Tapos may street dito malapit sa in downtown in Virginia, malapit sa McLean. Ang pangalan ng street Salle. Ang June Flores, to show you how crazy he was, he bought a house just because pangalan ng street Salle. Pinalitan niya yung bahay niya para lumipat doon sa Salle Street.
Anyway, guys, just to continue, I migrated to Canada. That's where I live now in Toronto, and I worked for Bank of America sa Manila for about 2 years, and then I became office mates of Pancho Legarda's late wife, si Beth.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I went to, when we migrated to Canada, my last work was as a software consultant for KPMG, and I was implementing payroll systems and human resources systems, right? So, but I was still playing basketball until I was 52 years old.
Ah, good on you.
And
Bakal talaga.
I can't, hindi ko makalimutan yun. My last game was 2 against 2. Kalaban namin I was playing with another old guy, and kalaban namin was college students, and in isa itim, and we beat them 2 out of 3, and after the games, 1-2 1-6 lang yata yun. We played 3 sets and we beat them 2 sets. Pinuntahan ako nung itim, sabi niya, "Excuse me, sir, I'd like to know how old you are." Sabi ko, I'm 52 years old. Oh my God, we got beaten by old men. So anyway, yeah, I married for 46 years to Irene, my wife, and we have 3 kids, and I have 8 grandchildren. Just to end this, I'd like to congratulate you again sa golden anniversary for the championship team, and you guys made me proud, and it's nice to see you again. Hopefully we'll meet face to face.
Yes, let's do that.
Thank you so much, Danny. Thank you very much. I'd like to proceed now in introducing our managers. Go ahead, please.
It went well, except that I've not really been seeing so many of you for so many years, except for those people here in the Philippines, like Alex Maliksi. We just played golf yesterday at Riviera Silang. And then Chita Bautista, because he owns a Green Hills Canteen.
Kaide.
Gaite, manager of the team. Since I graduated high school, even after graduating college, 1971, the team championship, So that was 6 years. Right after high school, June Flores, the other managers, Angeles and Hernandez, recommended me to Tito to serve as manager, which, I succeeded and got into the team as manager. And manager at the time was a misnomer, because it's entirely different from the manager position of this day, wherein they fund the allowances, all the members of the team that need somebody to support them, financially. But we don't have that kind of support before. We only got the allowances coming from the school, wherein we bought them supporters, athletic socks, uniforms. So it was entirely different from a manager of today or the manager of the years. And then the manager at the time was a stepping stone to become a more senior official of the team. From manager, you become a scorer, and that's it. Diba? So, that's how the position arose at that time. I got married 1979, but unfortunately, I got separated almost 2 years after. and then I'm blessed with one son who is a captain of Philippine Airlines. No? And he's got a wife also who's also a pilot. So she got herself upgraded to a pilot position. Uh, I have one grandchildren who is now 2 years old. I think she was conceived October 3 of 2019 when I was also I had a triple bypass exactly the same time. No, my granddaughter was conceived. And then, well, I guess the most memorable experience I had was when LaSalle really won the championship because serving manager for 6 years, we were actually devoid of a championship. No, so that was the memorable time when LaSalle really won the championship, 1971. So congratulations to that team. But I guess that's it. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Chap. Thank you so much. Thank you. Next, we're going to have Mr. Joe Wong. Joe, take it away.
Joe Wong.
Please.
Hi, everybody. It's really nice to see all of you, right? I feel emotional about this. I haven't seen almost all of you for 50 years. I've been missing in action. The last people I saw was Ding Dong and Tito in San Francisco in the 1996. That's the last time I saw somebody face to face. I mean, I've been living in Vancouver for 4 years, okay, since 77. Right now, I'm in the city of Kelowna, 3 hours from Vancouver. I'm having dental implants, a dentist friend of mine. Anyway, like I said, it's lovely to see all of you. In fact, Alan, thanks for getting hold of me yesterday. In fact, I was telling Alan 3 weeks ago, I had the dream about you guys, about our team. So maybe it's just a coincidence or no. But I do think about you guys off and on, right? Thinking about the great times we had. Happy to say, I'm proud to say that perhaps I'm the oldest among all of you. I turned 74 last week.
Wow. Happy birthday!
Yeah, so
Joe, you look 73 only.
I look what?
73 only.
No, 69. And I think I'm the only one who never got married. I lived with a girl for a number of years, but never got married. Like, I figured if I had gotten married, I would be divorced by now. Too independent.
But no longer a virgin, huh? Joe? No longer a virgin.
So, where should I start? Yeah, that's fun memories, right? From, yeah, I've been manager since 69, right? So, the year that the championship, and right after that.
My fault.
No. We were supposed to have Atoy Ko that year, right? We recruited him,
Yes,
but
that's right.
he stayed in Mapua. So right after that, Tito told me we should get Limembeng for the year after. So Julie, me, and Danny, we really we recruited Limembeng really hard, right? Especially Julie and I, we went to his house so often and take him out for dinner, and because so many other schools were anyway, all this time in Vancouver, I was working in my brother-in-law's business, and also to keep myself in shape, I was a high school basketball referee. I called it a paid hobby. I get paid for refereeing, right? My claim to fame was I refereed Steve Nash in high school, right? That's my claim to fame.
That's under the table, huh? You're paid as a referee, not under the table.
No. Speaking of paying the referees, like Chuck mentioned, in those days, water boy refereeing scrimmages and scorekeeping, right? We were not financial managers, but I remember some of the referees think we were financial managers. A few times before the important games, a few of the referees approached me, wanted me to donate funds for the, I don't know, whatever. like one referee before. Remember the heavy set guy who sang, right? Yeah, because he was a fireman, and then one time, so right, so he wanted a guy from me. The Garo. Yeah, those were fun days, and yeah, that's all I have to say.
Okay.
Okay, it's lovely
Thank you.
to see all of you.
Thank you so much, Joe. At this point, since we don't have Lito Tanwatko and we don't have Waki, I would like to move on and hear from two members of the Lasallian staff. And if there's others here, please feel free to say something. But let's start with Manny Bosa.
Yeah, hi. You know, since I was a cub reporter at the time, I think I should ask Nelson to my boss to say first. Seniority first.
Yes, well, Nelson. Go ahead, Nelson. Yeah, good.
I'm much older than Manny, but I moved to Lasal in 1962 from an elementary school in Kawit. I really wanted to be a Lasalite, and Danny we were together. We were grade 7. We started
Grade
in
7.
Lasal. Yeah, grade 7, and up to graduation, I never experienced a championship game or a winning team, for that matter. Kaya nung 1971, that was the proudest moment of my life. And I was involved with Lasallian, and I was really very, very happy because talagang I'm Lasallian through and through. A Lasalite through and through. I was sports editor in high school in Lasalite. And then I became sports editor in 1970 during that runner-up finish of the Green Archers, where we prepared that special news item, but we weren't able to distribute. And finally, I got back as a managing editor with Alan Dakay in 1970, and that's when we hit the jackpot. And for the first time in all my years in LaSalle, I enjoyed the championship, which up to now I cannot forget. And I'm very thankful to be a part of it, especially that we wrote a lot of things about the team, featured almost all the players, and really worked hard to win a crown for De La Salle. I got a degree and in 1972, and I worked with Ramcar because my boss then was Mr. Bobby Garcia, Roberto Garcia, who was the student council chairman and Lasallian editor during my college years. And I was with their group for more than 25 years. I was working with Motolite Battery Company. I was involved in the recycling of batteries as a chemical engineer. So even after college, I always attended the games with Boy Cala, who's my best friend and my mentor. No, so every year I enjoyed the high points and the low points. And I was invited by Allen to attend this group. And although I didn't play basketball because I wasn't tall enough, and my fingers or my palm is very small, couldn't hold the ball well. I had tennis to back me up during the college and high school years. Now I play tennis and golf sparingly, just to keep tip-top shape. I've lived here in boundary of Marikina and Quezon City for the past 30 years. My wife is Pilar Cruz, who is the sister-in-law of Boy Calao, and I met my wife through Boy Calao. And I have 3 children. One is in the United States, and I have one grandchild, Aliyah, who is living in Staten Island. So, and also, maybe just one note, I think we were part of the first team that sang the school hymn during the NCAA. We started everything. We started singing our hymn after the game, and soon thereafter, everybody followed. But we were the pioneer. And Brother Malaki, who composed the lyrics of that song, was the one who inspired us to do that. So the other item that I'm quite proud of was I started counting how long our alma mater was. It was 39 seconds. And normally a song would be around 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. I say that was very short. So during the time of Tanding Lucero, after the basketball games, we would discuss and I suggested, let's sing it twice. So at 39, it becomes almost 80 seconds, which is 120. And ever since that time, we now sing the alma
Twice.
mater. We repeat it. No, very proud that we were the group that started that thing. So now, every time we sing the alma mater, all my hairs are goosebumps because I really love the school. So I'm very proud to be joining this group, and I look forward that we will have many more years of getting to talk about what during our college days and the sport that we
Maybe
all love.
face to face.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So thank you and nice meeting you again, guys.
Thank
And I hope to see you.
Thank
See
you.
soon.
Thank
Okay.
you very much, Nelson.
Yeah,
Manny, would you
thank
like
you.
to say a few words too?
Yeah, sure. It's my privilege to be here. We were on the sidelights, and at the time in 1971, a lot of the Lasallian staffers from the College of Engineering, marami kaming engineers.
Yeah.
And my privilege is that I was able to be with the Lasallian in 1971 when we finished the drought of many years, and then again in 1974, and we were able to get with Nelson, be able to see how can really make things very exciting. Kaya sinabi niya, we gambled on our budget at the time to produce what you have right now, no? And this is what, di ba? We were distributing when we were very, very sure
that you're already going to win the cup.
Atoy ko, right? Even before the final was sounded, all right? And just to cut some of the time, if you remember what we wrote here, we said that the archers also gave our mentor Tito Eduque the satisfaction of breaking the jinx that has hounded him ever since the early 1960s. And I think that's the time when we were with Manotok brothers, Reyes, and all of that, remember? Favored to win over Mapua. Diba? And we were twice beaten. And I remember I cried.
Yeah.
Because we were all in grade school and really cried because we were waiting. The bonfire was ready and all that. So, yun tayo, twice to beat, we were twice beaten. And I think that was a very good excerpt that Nelson and I were able to put here. And maybe if you have a copy, you'll just take a look at that paragraph and think about the history that we made 50 years ago. I graduated engineering in 75. I went to Procter & Gamble. And, by chance, I got into the MBA program of the Wharton School. And that switched me to banking. So I've been in banking for 42 years. Right now, I'm the president of the Development Bank of the Philippines. Still working. And I still look forward to many more years, but I think that's much less than the count back to 50 years ago. And this really brings about so much fond memories and of all the camaraderies of the green and white. One thing I would always say is that of the 71 team, who were all students who happened to be super athletes. I think Chito mentioned that. Now, it's different. These are athletes trying to be students.
Trying to be students.
That's right. So there were engineers there, Doy Escobar, Alex, Dennis Gonzalez, and I was behind them. So we were in general, and behind us was Sonny Dizon. So those are very proud moments, and we really hope that you could see that. But it's very different now.
And also the
times have
homegrown.
changed.
Madami natin homegrown nun. Dami.
Exactly.
Mike,
That's
Pancho,
exactly right.
dami. Si Jojo, Willie.
Bilbao, Mike Bilbao.
I have to say a little bit about my wife. Well, I've been married 41 years to Bambina De Leon, and I guarantee you that she's still happy with me. So we have 3 children, and they're all Asalians, all right? The 2 younger ones are artists. They graduated from College of St. Benilde. And I'd like to end this sharing with Limeng Beng. You know, when he would show up every so often when we were on the 4 pit and even beyond that. And whether we would see each other, I'll try to get some guys, some of the older guys, to cheer him, Lim Eng Beng. Lim Eng Beng. I think some of you guys remember Nelson, right?
Yes.
And he would love it because all of these young kids would say, who's Lim Eng Beng? And he was on cheering Lim Eng Beng. So Lim Eng Beng had a great time, and he would show up for more games until he told me one time that he was sick. And he said to me, I've never had a bad habit, Manny. Why is this happening to me? Never smoked, never drank, and everything. And I said, Bang, I don't know. God has perfect plans for us. But one thing I can help you was because I still am a trustee of the De La Salle Medical Health Science Institution, which I guess you guys abroad might want to know. It's top-notch in research for tropical medicine. And I'm very, very privileged to be a trustee there. I told him, we'll take care of you, Bang. All right. And we have been in touch all those last years, until Danding took over and brought him to Singapore for further treatment. And that was unforgettable. It's unforgettable. And I didn't realize that I would be so close in the waning years of the King Archer. And, that's a privilege. And I think I did that to honor our 71 team. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Manny. I echo what everyone has said. We have wonderful memories of this team, what they've been through back in 71. And just to mention one thing, when we were quartered in Araneta, the route was just school Araneta, right? So they were very strict. And there was one point, and I will recall this, that after practice, if you don't finish your consecutive foul shots, you don't have breakfast. So, it's that kind of discipline.
23 throws.
20, yeah. So we really have wonderful memories. We thank, all the supporters during that time. But I think this is something that will carry on forever in our lives. And we're extremely, extremely grateful for that. So to proceed with the program, I would like to just recognize some very, very loyal Lasalites who are on the call with us. Today, we have Mike Gonzalez is here. Mike, you're there, right? We have O.C. Dizon and Alan De La Cruz, I think is there as well. If I missed anyone, please just say something. In the meantime, I would like to have Carl say a few words as the president of the De La Salle Alumni Association.
High and bright, a shield of green.
Cheers, man.
Cheers, cheers,
Yes,
I
cheers.
well,
couldn't do this in 71. Now I can do this in 2021 with you guys.
Cheers,
Cheers.
cheers.
well, hopefully one of these days we can all get together sometime in Manila and do a real face-to-face celebration.